Welcome to Tom Time, episode 19. Glad to have you here. Today's topic, the science of why action beats planning. Let me start with a simple question. Why do so many transformation initiatives never really begin? The answer is both simple and very human. We like planning, but we fear failure. We wait for the perfect roadmap, the perfect budget, the perfect alignment, and the perfect certainty. And while we wait, nothing moves except our competitors. Let me share an analogy. Transformation is a bit like playing golf. When you stand at the tee off point, you don't calculate every blade of grass between you and the 18th hole. You don't know every wind shift, you don't know every bunker, and you don't know how the course will play. You just grab the driver, take the shot, and once you are on the golf course, you move. Now let's translate this into behavioral science and talk about a concept in psychology that explains a lot. It's called implementation intentions. Research by psychologist Peter Gollwitzer found something very fascinating. Most people, most of us, have goals, but very few consistently translate them into action. Even strong intentions often fail because we struggle with beginning and execution. The research identified several reasons for that. Number one, failing to get started. We miss to act. We wait for the right moment. We hesitate at critical points. Does it sound familiar in the corporate transformation world? Yes. That's what I hear quite often. We will modernize. We must adopt AI. But goals alone, even if they are boldly framed, do not create movement. Action does. Number two, getting derailed. Even when we start, we often lose momentum because distractions appear all the time. Powerful, familiar, old habits return. Latent uncertainties create hesitation, and transformation managers experience this constantly. A project usually starts with excitement, but then operational pressure, budget crunch, politics, day-to-day firefighting pull everyone back into old routines. Number three, the intention-action gap. This may be the most important insight. Research shows that people successfully execute positive intentions only about half the time. In concrete terms, intention is not execution. Strategy is not transformation. Planning is not progress. So what changes behavior? Gollwitzer's answer is remarkably simple. Convert abstract goals into concrete measures that trigger individual action. Something we at Transforming Legal help our clients achieve with pride. Gollwitzer calls these the if-then plans. A bad example is, we should innovate. A good example is, once situation X kicks in, we will do Y. In other words, if we gather 2 pain points for our team, we will tackle one this month and the second one immediately after the first one has been fixed. This matters because implementation intentions create what psychologists call strategic automaticity, meaning people stop deliberating and start acting faster and more consistently. The result? Large improvements in goal achievement. Now let's connect this to transformational leadership. Most organizations operate at the level of we intend to transform, but very operate at the level of if this has been confirmed, we will do that. That distinction changes everything because momentum reduces fear. Movement creates learning and action generates clarity that endless workshops will never be able to achieve. This is why transformation should not begin with PowerPoint presentations, theoretical target operating models, lengthy process assessments, 3-year perfection fantasies. It should begin with one concrete move, one committed team, one measurable action, and then go, adapt, improve, and of course, scale. Here is another critical insight from the research of Professor Gollwitzer. People succeed more often when implementation intentions are tied to truly meaningful goals and shared commitment. That's why transformation is never a solo exercise. The moment people in your team feel excluded from change, resistance rises. But the moment they participate, momentum grows. So we leaders must stop treating transformation like a communication exercise. We need to start treating it rather like a shared golf course where people are walking on it together. So here's my key takeaway for Tom Time today. Number one, we humans do not transform through intention only. Number two, we transform through a clearly defined action architecture. Not we should, but we act now. With that, please ask yourself, what initiative have you been planning while waiting for the perfect certainty? Because the right moment rarely appears. You create it. Transformation does not happen on a planning table, it happens right on your desk. So don't wait, just hit it off like on a golf course. And please remember, transformation is not about having the perfect map, nor the perfect stroke. It's about having the courage to begin. Get on the course and play. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you next Monday. Until then, take care and goodbye.